Hello, welcome back to Co-op featuring.
It's everyone's favorite rapper from Detroit, Danny Brown. You
Danny
thought it was
Brown.
Eminem.
I,
Oh, you thought it was Eminem. It was Danny Brown the whole time.
you know who I thought it was? I thought it
Who
was
do you think
Big.
it was?
I thought it was Big Sean.
I didn't know he was from Detroit. That makes sense, I guess.
Yeah, he's very much played a lot around here on the radio stations. So
That makes sense. That makes
it's
sense.
one of those things where if you're not from here, you probably don't know because who cares about Big Sean? But around here, everyone's like, "Oh man, I love Big Sean."
Didn't you also say Kid Rock is from like Michigan
Yes,
too?
Kid Rock
Okay,
is
yeah.
very Michigan.
How do you like Danny Brown?
He's okay. He's not my type of music though.
He's got like obviously a very unique delivery style that I like a lot.
Hmm.
I tried showing my friend Danny Brown one time, and he was like, "Yo, I hate this." I was like, "Aw." I was like, well, "Why?" He's like, "Look at the way he sounds," and I was like, "Aw." I think
Yeah.
it's kind of interesting. Oh well.
I I don't know. I listened to like one of his albums. I think it was Atrocity Exhibit is him, right?
Exhibition, yeah,
Yeah,
atrocity exhibition.
that's the one. I listened to that and I went, yeah, this isn't for me, and then I stopped listening.
Yeah, I mean, people always compare it to like, oh, like a bad acid trip or something, and I
Yeah,
think that like the album does a good job of encapsulating what I think that is because I've never been on a bad acid trip,
yeah, me neither.
but like that, it's a cool concept for an album. So just in and of itself is pretty neat.
Okay.
Great episode.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah,
leave it
yeah. Join us next week for Cranberry and I discuss the state of hip hop. We'll be
now.
joining Anthony Fantano and Logic.
Oh,
Yeah,
dang.
I'm gonna pull all of my industry connections here.
Yep. Cool. Cool.
Yeah, we are playing modded Monster Train. I want to also address, because I mentioned this in the regular Monster Train series, that Cranberry and I were going to be doing something different for co-op that's going to be happening next week. We would have done it this week, but I had a test that I had to take today, and I had to study all last night, etc., etc. Who cares? Next week, we're gonna there should be Monster Train co-op, but we're also going to do Final Fantasy 13 2 together. So
It's
stay tuned for that.
exciting. I
It's
call dibs. I call dibs on budget Sora.
You even called dibs in my own series.
Yep.
Unbelievable. He's on top of it. Other than that, are you going to be streaming?
Yeah. Although I don't know what I'm streaming tomorrow. I don't know. I don't want to do Monster Train.
I
I
feel that.
wanted to do either Caves of Cud, or if I can get my friend Ryan to play with me, we might do Hunt Showdown.
Mm,
But
okay.
we'll see. It's
So
it's it's up in the air. Who knows if you're interested in one of those two games? Caves of Cud, like an actual classic roguelike. Hunt Showdown, Tarkov, but Deep South and zombies. So
yeah,
make of that what you will.
I have seen some of Hunt Showdown. It is okay.
It's fun. It's much more fun with friends because you get into like shenanigans and stuff.
Hmm.
I've seen people play it like solo, and it's fine, but it's not nearly as fun as like getting into some good old fashioned shenanigans.
Right. Well, there'll be a link in the description. You can click that and go say hello, Cranberry. I'm from the YouTube.
Oh, please
Do
do.
that.
I'd love to hear.
And yeah, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let's begin. We're playing modded this week. Same modded as we did last week, Dusk's Rebalance mod. There's another mod added in, which you've seen if you've watched the regular series. I'll point it out when we get in, just in case you only watch co-op.
I don't think there's anyone who only watches co-op.
I would be surprised as well, but I don't want to rule it out. Let's begin, shall we?
I'm down. Yeah, let's go. Let's do it.
Yeah. I'm excited for another one of these runs. So the other mod is the more information mod. It just shows the bosses that we're facing that aren't Seraph in the upper right. Very nice mod. Recommend.
Agreed.
So we got Razor Sharp Edge, Crypt Builder, and Cycle of Life as our starters. You'll notice Cycle of Life is our starter here, which is pretty
Oh
different.
wow.
Yeah. Very
Also,
buff.
it's just better, like
Yeah.
a lot better.
Spikes 5 to energy.
Yeah, that's pretty sick.
Something that has been pointed out, this was actually a complaint I read in the feedback for this mod, I think, which is that Cycle of Life is too strong because if you give it 2 -1s and duplicate it, you go infinite on an offering monument.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, and I don't know if you noticed what our secondary clan here is.
Oh, you can't.
I'm just saying, if we see an offering monument, we have everything we need.
I want to point out that with no other support, the infinite is infinite spikes.
Yes.
It won't take that long, actually, huh?
No, it would only take I mean, to get to the point where we kill Seraph, it might take a while, but to actually clear all the waves, we just play. The way that we would play this Infinite is we would just put up spikes to like. I guess the problem is.
You have to play it on the monument. I know you were thinking like, oh, maybe we put it on not the monument, but we have to like.
Yeah, that's the exact sequence of thoughts that went through my brain there. How'd you know?
Same brain.
Mm-hmm. Because we have to.
So outside of the stupid infinites, what are you thinking here?
Honestly, we can play a full spikes build.
Okay.
It's a build that is not viable in the regular game, but Dusk brought up a lot of the spikes cards. He actually ended up having to nerf.
Something to worry about is Seraph the Chase is our Seraph.
That's a good point. That's a fair one.
I'm more inclined to use spikes as just our backline killer, and then maybe Razor Sharp Edge on an Animus for our relentless combat strat. But
yeah,
I don't know.
We have a lot of options here. We can also just do spells. We have Crypt Builder and we have Foregone Powers. We have a lot of great choices here. So I suppose we should just see.
Yeah, let's go.
We got Explosive Sigil Daedalus, Failure Arcus, and Chase Seraph, and these spells. So have you seen the new Cultivating Sentient in this mod?
No.
Okay, we'll see if we see it. If not, I'll tell you about it. Ah. These are both really good.
Yeah, I'm a little conflicted. I would normally just snap pick Bloating Fungus here, but because it's Seraph the Chased again, it's a little bit of an issue. But I would say that actually, when you kind of think about it, right, like getting our stacks halved, but then also they double the healing.
Yeah.
It's kind of like they cancel, sorta.
Kinda.
So there's that.
I would probably go Bloating Fungus here.
I think I would too. Like Forever Flame. We don't get a whole lot of. We don't have any 2-cost units other than like Wilting Sapwood in our combination of cards here.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to check. I think that is correct. There's Wilting Sapwood and then
and yeah, Stygian has nothing.
And this client. Oh, there's one other one. Lodestone Totem.
Oh, if we got Lodestone Totem, then it would actually be worth it.
I think it's
there's no guarantee.
Yeah, they're both rares. I think it's fine to just go Bloating Fungus here.
Yeah.
All right. And
we're looking for sap.
So this is the new Cultivating Sentient.
I assume it's +1, +2, +3, and then this is tough. This is really tough because we have like, especially with the blow. Before this, I would normally go like, oh, explosive, easy, stat pit, and then we also have the spikes from what's it called, the Cycle of Life, to give it the ability to handle backline too.
To give you an idea of the high end on Cultivating Sentient, when I had everything go exactly right, correct boss, correct damage output, and things like that, I had my Sentient go into Seraph with 800 HP.
That's a big number.
A more average outcome is
permanent. It's permanent. So like every combat oh my god.
Yeah, and so when it's +3, I had I had the living armor and he was silenced, so he was sitting at 6 attack, and my Cultivating Sentient. Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah. That is perfect, huh?
Yeah, it was, and I had like 2 spikes or so. I had like a really low number of spikes, so I think she got killed, but I had Endless on her from something, so I just had her fight him on 3 floors.
Oh my god.
I got like 200 HP from that combat. It was nuts. So
I mean, I think if we really like, I don't know. I have no real basis for cultivating. I think if we wanted to win, like straight up, we might just take explosive because it works really well with the mushroom we just got.
I agree.
I think we just do that. But I can see cultivating also just winning the game here too.
The cultivating that we have here is the same problem that cultivating the regular one has, which is you usually just have trouble not dying to Talos. Or in this case,
I guess that being an issue, we are going to have to heavily rely on getting a good unit to put behind. What are our banners looking like?
I guess. Question. We got an Awoken banner with a steel shop. There's not really bad banners here because it's Awoken Stygian. We have 2 Awokens, or we can do 1 Stygian and then a steel shop. But I think we would probably want to go 2 Awokens. So I can give you. I've been trying this run over and over and over again in the regular game. I'm really trying to make a build where you only play Explosive Sentient and like 1 other unit.
I think that'll work here. I think especially because we have the Cycle of Life, we'll make it like, you know, the obvious flaw of this line of Sentient here is that it has lower HP, but A, it'll regen. B, will give it more max HP. I don't see it being an issue. I think it'll be fine to take.
I want to go explosive here.
Okay.
Let's do it. I've clicked it. Now, I believe that the only fight that has much threat to us is this fight. I think that we can still take the +4 because of the... I think we're fine to take it, right?
Yeah, I'm not too worried. Like, worst case scenario, we get no heal cards on the turn that the shield man comes by.
Mm-hmm.
But that seems pretty low.
Yeah. And then we can use Razor Sharp Edges to pick off the foot soldiers, is what I was
Now,
thinking.
how do you feel about playing bottom floor here just to get like these guys not literally cleared out, but mostly cleared out, so that way... Oh, maybe it is actually just straight cleared. I'm thinking about catching the collector, basically. I don't want these guys to exist in the next floor.
I think that it's okay. I feel like it's risky to play bottom floor because if we... Basically, there's going to be a 9-1 spawning behind the boss, and if we don't... We want to not have 9 damage go into our sentient, however you look at it, even if we are... With the spikes, we would prefer to not have that 9 go in, so we want to Razor Sharp Edge the one that's going to spawn behind the boss.
Okay.
Is what I'm thinking. So if we play
top
top floor...
and we have Razor Sharp Edge too. Do you want to set up middle floor? That doesn't even catch the collector anyway.
Nah, we can set up top floor and just make it a 50-50, I think.
Oh, okay, well, fine.
It's just, it's safer.
It is safer.
I feel like we don't need the money for all that much. Also, we can maybe still catch the collector through this.
I think it's... I don't know how I would.
If we draw Razor Sharp Edge, we can.
Razor Sharp Edge on the collector would catch.
Cycle of Life on the collector. Just looking.
There is no way to catch him.
Yeah,
I mean, Train Steward... Whoa.
The frostbite goes second, so we could.
Oh yeah.
Probably not.
Nah, that wouldn't get it. I was thinking maybe like Train Steward, Cycle of Life on the front Train Steward would somehow do it, but no, you're right.
It's okay. It's really not that big of a deal to miss this 50 gold.
It's a big deal to me, Voyix.
All right, I'm sorry.
It's no big. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, I don't value this collector that highly because I don't feel like there's a major upgrade that we need from the first steel shop. But we have Crypt Builder. This would have also worked. There were a few options. Look at that 1 damage value.
Crazy.
Now we just have to get this guy done. Then we just win this 50-50. Ah, terrible. Why am I so bad at this game?
You just gotta, it's because you let the collector go. That's really why.
I agree. We have the spikes, so I'm really... Spikes and frostbite. It's every run. I keep trying to do this run with the sentient, and I just end up playing some weird frostbite setup instead. But that's okay.
I mean, they kind of go hand in hand, right? Like, regen lets you stall, frostbite gets a huge benefit from stalling, so it makes sense.
I think this is Glimmer.
Do we need it, though? We already have the spikes from Cycle of Life.
It's good because look at it more as... So, with the spikes from the Cycle of Life, the sentient has to be hit, and her max health is pretty low. If we play Glimmer, it wipes the whole floor, and it triggers her Rejuvenate.
Oh, you know what? That is true.
It's probably
a very good point.
Probably one of the best cards to have in this sentient rapid fire build that I've been trying to make work.
Yeah, you're making a lot of sense right now, Voidix. I can't deny that.
Also worth noting.
Oh, Sharpen is 1.
It's 1. Spike. This is another reason that the Spikes build is better. Sharpen's a lot better. But
honestly, not even that good still. I mean, it's acceptable.
It's acceptable.
It's not like embarrassing now.
Yeah. Glimmer here.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that we don't need any of these.
I mean, I think both of the damage spells are worth considering.
I agree. However, so
we want to heal our sentient to do frontline damage.
Yeah, we want to keep our deck relatively thin. And when you look at it, these answer frontline, these answer frontline, and these answer frontline. The Razor Sharp.
So we don't need these spells.
And technically, Foregone Power also helps to answer frontline. So I think we're good for now.
What about Mollusk Mage?
Mollusk Mage
Honestly,
actually,
yeah, honestly, not bad. It's a slot unit that increases healing
and
on the
foregone
restores.
power.
Oh yeah, I actually kind of like Mollusk Mage.
The thing is, so the reason that I don't take cards like Mollusk Mage is because we want to always set up top floor. I don't think that Mollusk Mage giving +8 is worth the like. Oh well, now
The
we have
one
to set up to the
size,
floor.
yeah, the one size if we get a size downgrade.
What we could do, I guess, if you want to do something real wild, we could like Mollusk Mage and then aim to upgrade him really big and then duplicate him 2 times. But that's weird.
I don't like that very much.
I think
that one I don't like. I'd rather skip him than try to do that.
Yeah, Mollusk Mage is the sort of card that I only take when they force me to start with it. Man, if only. But unfortunately,
I don't hate Nameless Siren here for the record.
it's Chase Seraph.
I hate
Yeah.
I hate Nameless Siren here.
She's the only unit left in the game where in one of 4 Seraphs you just go, oh, I can't pick this. I think that Husk Hermit is okay, and otherwise it's a skip.
Like now that we have both spikes on our boy and then also Glimmer, I feel like we need Husk Hermit even less than before.
I agree.
So I would rather just skip here, I think, but
that's fine. The only reason to take Husk Hermit is as some sort of insurance in case the next banner is worse, but I don't think that it can be much worse. So I think it's good to skip.
Also important to note that we're going. I think we're almost definitely going Awoken, right? For the next one.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So we're getting the Merchant of Steel then too. Like, it makes Quick better. If we see Quick in the shop, it makes Quick better.
That's true. But if
I don't think
this,
I don't. Yeah, I think we skip and we just see what we got on the next.
If we skip this, we also have 120, which lets us buy any upgrade.
Ooh, I like that.
I think this is a skip.
Okay.
All right.
If we had killed that, collector, we wouldn't have to worry about that.
Ah, yeah, true. So we're just a little better at the game. That's quick. And it's very cheap.
Quick. I like Animus of Will here quite a bit, although I have not played with the new Animus of Speed at all.
The new Animus of Speed goes hand in hand with that Cultivating Sentient we passed on.
Dang.
It's okay though because
that is cool. That is very cool, actually.
Chase Seraph is just too scary for this, but it is a really fun combo. One of the runs I had 6 Animus of Speed and I had floor movement, and I just had 6 of them on the floor behind Cultivating Sentient.
Wow.
It was pretty fun. I agree with Animus of Will here.
Yeah, we have the razor sharp edges. We just slap a +25 on her from the shop, and we just.
I actually think this is the best upgrade pair for an Animus of Will. If you're not going to give her Large Stone, which we don't want to here.
Yeah, well, you thinking +25 and +10 or +25 and Quick?
+25 and +10.
Okay.
Well, so I guess with the razor sharps, maybe it's a little different. But
we want to hold out for multi-strike again or something, or?
Yeah, I mean, nah, I don't think so. The Quick doesn't matter that much. The Sentient should heal up. I've tried to figure it out. I try to at least get an idea of the general best upgrades for each unit, and I think that Animus of Will is a +25, +10 unit. Large Stone.
Yeah, or +5, +10, and +10 is also a good option.
Yeah, that's okay. It's in this case, it's a little worse because we won't be able to play as many Razor Sharps, assuming we get the holdover onto one of them.
Yeah. I mean, it always depends too. Like, I've had times where I've had Steel Enhancer in the deck, so it's like, oh baby, +5, +10 is just better.
That's true. I'm just gonna do +10, +25.
Yep. Sounds good.
Because it's another situation as well where.
Do we want to remove a Train Steward?
I don't think so. I don't think we're in a big hurry to.
Okay.
I feel like typically removals aren't that big of a deal at this stage of the game. We're going right path, you think, next, right?
Do we need another unit, or do we want to just duplicate a Razor Sharp or something? What do you think?
What would we take from the left, right? The Merchant of Steel, we already have Animus tricked out. So it's either Pyre Health or a duplicate. The duplicate's probably going to be better. We can duplicate maybe Wildwood Sap if we're lucky. Or
that would be pretty sweet.
Or we can honestly, in this build, we could just duplicate Restore or Glimmer.
Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad at all.
I think we're going right.
Yeah.
Which means that we can afford to remove, but I think it's better just to save money for a big magic shop here.
You're making a lot of sense, Voyix. I'll give you that.
It's ultimately just a question of, do you think we're gonna die in the next 2 combats?
Oh no, we're smooth sailing up until we have Arcus, right?
Yeah, Arcus with sweep.
This deck, I feel like right now could make it to Arcus with no new additions in it right now. We probably lose to Arcus, but we can make it up to him.
I agree. It'd be close.
Mm-hmm.
I think we should skip this
worried.
trial. How do you feel about this trial? It's Mark of Invasion. How do you feel about trading our health for money here?
It doesn't bother me too much. Haste is a little bit of an issue, but we have Rejuvenate, so we should be able to ping. And also with Foregone Power, we'll also ping off the invaders,
right?
Pretty easily. So I don't mind it here.
Yeah, I guess that's fair. With the Foregone Power, it's probably fine.
Yeah, like 80% of the cards in our deck do just kill.
Yeah, you know what? You convinced me. All right. I usually don't take money trials if we're not going to a shop on the next floor, but I feel like this one is fine.
I feel like it's pretty safe here.
Mm-hmm. It is probably going to guarantee us taking 1 damage here. I think it's better not to play Razor Sharp and just play Restore here.
Yeah, I agree. We don't need the damage that desperately.
Yeah, we will take 1, but it's no big deal.
No, we're not taking 1.
The Overflow.
Oh, dang!
When you have the Corgi Haste trial and you take an Invasion trial, you always take 1 from the Overflow, which is not that big of a deal. We can just take this Collector for the 2 damage for sure.
Yeah.
That's a smooth ride from here on, I believe.
Well, we do need to heal our man. He's a little low on health there.
Yeah, that's the other thing that is worth being concerned about, is the part where our Sentient might die, but
nah, he's good.
Yeah, it's fine.
He's doing great.
We're gonna Cycle of Life over Razor Sharp here for the survivability.
Yeah.
Definitely a lot of cards we want to get upgraded at the Magic Shop. I think we should Glimmer here on this floor.
Yeah, it just gives an extra turn.
And we can play the...
Yeah.
well.
Put the sewers down to their death.
Yeah,
they get in a hit.
Yeah, out of pure rage, throw the stewards away. It's fine. Alright, what's wrong?
Oh, hold on. Yeah, play the Restore first. Actually, kind of important.
It's fine. This Animus crushes it. Nice. Yeah, 3 damage for the trial is fine. Not a big deal.
Well worth it.
Oh,
and there's the sap. Okay, we're set.
Yeah,
we are set. We're set for life. Now we can kill Arcus.
Yeah, I think we take nothing here.
Yeah. I mean, we basically skipped this before. We're skipping it again.
Mm-hmm. So the only thing to think about is Chase Seraph now. And Arcus, it's easy to disrespect Arcus in a build like this and then die. It's hard to get to 25 regen for Arcus, so I'm gonna duplicate.
I mean, we just got sap, so it's a lot easier now.
Yeah.
Not impossible, but not guaranteed, but pretty easy.
This is a skip, I believe.
There's a world where we take size upgrade and we try to get Animus, both Animuses and then the guy in front, but I don't like that very much. I think we're pretty good the way we are right now.
Yeah, I agree. ×5 event, maybe? Ah. What do you want to give him here? You want to give him anything?
I would like to give him... We gotta give him something. Crypt Builder makes sense to me. Foregone Power makes sense to me.
Cycle of Life is okay.
A little scary, though. We're kind of like... We're not super reliant on it, but it is helping us out here.
We have the 10 regen, though, now, so we're good.
Oh, well, that is a good point. In that case, I think I like Cycle of Life.
Okay.
I think we can afford to give, and
maybe we get Spreading Cycle of Lives.
Yeah, or we get Money Cycle of Life. Both are pretty good here.
Or we get Reserve Cycle of Life and then throw our hands up.
I mean, it's fine. It is better than. I mean, I guess actually it's an upgrade slot, so it's probably worse.
Yeah, it is, but 2 of 3 situations it ends up being free. Mm-hmm. So, I'm just sitting up here to stop making my desk creak. This desk makes so much noise.
My desk... Oh, I haven't even told you about my desk ever, huh?
I don't believe so. No.
My desk, it's very... It's made with love and grit. Mm-hmm. Do you know what... Okay, so... Not what a horse literally is, but in the sense of construction. Do you know what a horse is?
No.
So they're like a portable table sort of thing.
Okay.
Where it's like, it's not literally a table, but it's like little things that have legs that you can set up that, like, you know, well, you have like a table saw on maybe that you're cutting things with
Okay.
on a construction site. You would know it if you'd seen them.
Okay.
So my desk is 2 of those and then a countertop on top of that.
That sounds excellent.
Yeah.
Is it noisy?
Not really. My chair is kind of noisy, but the desk itself is pretty quiet.
Yeah, that was really quiet. You're not wrong. This is just a really old wooden desk that makes a lot of noise.
Mm.
But it's also very big, and it is nice for that at least. This fight's pretty...
Yeah, this run's looking like it's gonna autopilot itself here for a while.
Yeah, we gotta, like, everything that we have to think about is Arcus and Seraph. There's very little chance, especially with Bloating Fungus, we have effectively twice as much.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very good spot to be in. The only thing that I want to really consider, from here we just remove a bunch of cards basically. I think we want to remove all the Foregone Powers and Train Stewards as fast as we can.
We wanna do 2 things. We want to remove cards, and we also want to. I mean, like, the thing is that we have to play our regens wisely against Seraph. We want to, like,
yes.
We don't want to just, you know, instantly play all of our Wildwood saps, because then they will get drained over time.
Yeah.
So we need to play them preferably as Seraph is climbing up the train for the last couple rounds.
Correct. So all we want to do is double stack a Wildwood sap, give it -1, and then duplicate it at the other 2 duplication spots, and then we'll win the game.
Yeah, but if we don't get that, we need a plan B. We need, like, ways to keep the Sentient alive until that relentless combat starts.
Right. We can cross that bridge when we arrive.
Wildwood Custodian is a rare now.
I see is. I think that this is a 1-space unit that's okay to take because his effect is really, really worth it.
Also, his effect is good wherever it is. If we play it middle floor and it ends up dying, it's not that big of a... It's not like, you know... It's not like the Cuttlefish where it's like it needs to be on the floor.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
With our you know, other units to get an effect.
Yeah. I don't think we want gifts, and I don't think we want spikes, so I think Wildwood Custodian is fine here.
Yeah.
Right.
I like it.
I'm gonna not pick a unit here.
I am in agreement.
These are both okay, but we don't need them. Icy Silphite, Shattered Shell. They're not what we want here. I'm just gonna skip it.
Was Shattered Shell's Slay increased from 2 to 3? Or am I going crazy?
It was, but that was done in Friends and Foes.
Oh, okay.
Or maybe... No, I think it was Wild Mutations, actually. In July.
Oh my god.
I believe there was a period of time where he was +2, though.
Okay.
Maybe I might be crazy as well.
Who knows? Yeah, get out of here.
This is draw, in my opinion.
Yeah. I get there's a world where we take energy next because we have the Custodian.
Mm-hmm. I don't think so, though.
No, like Arcus. We take energy, maybe.
We'll see.
We will see. We will see
the
how
way
we're doing.
the way that I tend to try and run this deck is by, from here on, like, we have our unit, we have the very basic upgrades. From here on, we just go to every magic shop, roll every magic shop, and -1/2 cards at every magic shop until everything is free.
Yeah.
That's the outline. So speaking of magic shops,
it's a pretty good floor.
Mm-hmm. This is very nice. I think Train Stewards should go first. I think that 2 Train Stewards, and then we can remove like 3 Foregone Powers, and the other 2 Train Stewards.
That sounds correct to me.
It's nice to have the 2 Train Stewards in to like body block for Wildwood Custodian if we lose space top floor, something like that.
Yep. You read my mind.
In my mind, when I looked at this banner, I said there was one unit I would stop and consider. Can you guess what unit it was?
So it's got to be a Stygian unit.
Mm-hmm.
I think you would have still considered Offering Monument here.
Absolutely, without a doubt.
But
I mean, that's not even a consideration. I would just click that before you could protest.
Okay.
But I would consider Titan Sentry here. He's real good. Let's take a look at our magic. So
we need to give him Endless.
Yeah.
even without Endless, though, is not terrible because he like buys us some time to build up regen on the Sentient.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not a deal breaker if we don't get it.
And on top of that, so the reasons to take him, we're always setting up our team here on the top floor, right?
Yeah.
So in the worst case, where we draw Sentry first, which is probably the better case, Animus of Will second, the only combat where that's a detriment, where the Animus of Will won't be able to attack, is on the next floor, where if it's a haste combat. Otherwise, having this shark doesn't hurt our setup time very much. It's like maybe turn 1 we miss a Razor Sharp Edge, which I don't think is the end of the world.
Doesn't like the last haste combat show up on floor 4 or something?
Yes, the last haste combat we can see is next floor.
That's barely even an issue.
And if that is the case, also the haste dies because the shark is drawn first.
Mm-hmm.
I think that it's like there's no reason not to take this as I think about it more.
Yeah, it seems like a pretty good pick.
He just kind of like safeguards our first 2 turns from dying to backline or getting sniped by anything.
Yeah, no, that is very valid.
And the one last piece of evidence I want to present is there's a Merchant of Steel shop here with no magic shop dueling it.
Yeah,
so...
yeah. No, I was thinking like, how many magic shops are we gonna miss trying to look for Endless? But
0.
honestly, yeah, like, and honestly, even then, like, I would probably just go to magic shops anyway. Like, we don't need Endless.
We don't need it. I agree.
Yeah,
I think it's a good pick.
I also think it's not bad.
Get in here, Hot Shark. Oh, okay. Double stack.
That's pretty perfect.
Yeah, I think that's basically the win. Just gonna do this, and then now we just have to make sure we don't miss duplications. We can throw plus 20 consumes on Foregone Power.
Yeah, it seems good.
And roll for -1. And throw that on Restore first, I believe.
How do you feel about remove consume and then -1 on the other sap?
I don't like it.
You don't?
I am not a fan.
What do you want to do with this sap? You want to do the same thing? You want to put a double stack and -1 on it?
Nah, we only need one of them to be double stacked. This one just chills.
Okay.
It's from this position, we just make sure we duplicate the double stack Wildwood Sap twice, and then if we have 7 draw per turn and our deck is below 21 cards, we can guarantee play all 3 of them as Seraph is climbing the train, which should lead to us winning the run.
Yeah. I'm more so worried about again, I think the thing we have to be worried about is Sentient getting sniped before Relentless.
Right, and we have the shark for that.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, non-consuming Wildwood Sap would more or less, maybe not guarantee, but make it so that way it's probably gonna live no matter what happens.
Yeah, I think that instead of that, though, we can save our money, and what we can look for is a big healing card like Awake, Unleash the Wildwood, or Focus Growth to save that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, those are also true. If we're costing down something, then, though, I would probably cost down Razor Sharp Edge before Restore. It doesn't matter too much, honestly.
Yeah, it's fine either way. I'm fine with either. I would do Restore.
You know what? I would do Restore, actually, because now that we have the Shark, there's no guarantee that we're getting Animus on the first turn.
It's true. It's not a big difference.
It does not matter.
Yeah. I do Restore, and we can maybe Purge. Nah, we shouldn't, because we have a magic.
I would just maybe get the second Surge Zone on another Foregone.
Sure. I've been doing Restore because in runs where I'm... and I lost for doing this, I guess, but I duplicated a 0-cost Restore for more Rejuvenate triggers, but then I didn't have enough regen to survive the boss, so it's kind of a double-edged sword. Better for killing heavies. Worse
are you slowly but surely making your way to Restore being ranked higher than Dregs?
Yeah, probably. I don't know. It's hard to say. I think this is a free multi-strike.
Maybe hard for some people to say.
Maybe.
Yeah, this is pretty free.
Yeah, light harnessers are pretty unscary unless they kill us, in which case they are scary. But
we can like worst case scenario set up on middle floor.
Yeah, we play middle floor here for sure.
Yeah, middle floor and then Shark on bottom floor. I don't see anyone getting past that without getting just absolutely murdered.
Yeah. I
think the Frostbite almost by itself would kill.
Yeah, and the Shark gets to live through all of the rounds because of it's 12, 11, 10. So he does. Man, he does kill them. No, he does 33.
Yeah.
I think
not literally, but I guess if you glimmer them, they die.
Yeah. I think we play Sentient mid floor here.
Yeah, and then make sure you play that Train Steward up top to catch a collector. Yeah.
And then
You know, so worst case scenario, they do die, which is, I mean, it won't be an issue.
Worst case scenario, they like maybe block the collector here. Not even that. All right.
Cool.
Yeah. This is a nice one. I feel like a lot of our co-op runs have been absolute struggles.
I think a lot of our earlier ones were. I mean, we're playing the mod. I think we've talked about it before, but I wouldn't say the mod makes the. I mean, it does make the game easier because it balances out weaker strategies.
Right.
I look very forward to. I don't know if Dusk is definitely doing it, but I think we talked about it before. I think Dusk plans on working on adding new covenants.
Yeah, he has talked about that.
Which is, if he does, I am very excited for it.
I
feel like that's like the right strategy to make the weaker strategy stronger and then make the game itself harder. There's definitely an imbalance in the game. Some things are much better than other things in the game.
I wouldn't say that the game is easier per se. I think it's about the same difficulty. The way that I would put it is I think the game is more consistent now, which is, you know, depending on how you want to talk about it, it's effectively the same thing. But it's like there's less times where you go, oh, I lost this run because I just didn't find anything, right?
I actually disagree. I think it is just strictly easier. Like, I would, like, you still have, like, crazy strong runs pretty often, but you don't have the dirtily weak runs nearly as often now.
Right.
I think it is just easier.
Edgefire works on cards that say Regen now, so it works on Wildwood sap.
Oh.
I don't think it's worth it because we have that Wildwood Custodian we've committed to, but interesting to note. It would make all the restores free, I guess, and Glimmer.
Is Quick Tome nerfed?
Yeah, it is. 2 energy.
Okay.
He has been nerfing cards that were strong, like Welder Helper is nerfed in this.
Oh, really? What is it, 15 armor instead of 20?
15 armor.
Interesting. Okay, you know what? I take it back. I didn't realize there were any actual nerfs to cards, too.
No, I mean, I definitely think that... So here, the way that I would look at it is if you look at this game at the mod from a purely win rate standpoint, then you could probably, if you were super tryharding, win more in the mod because there's a lot more available. But you can also go, hey, what if I did this and then try just like a crazy out there strategy? And it adds a lot of variety to the game, which I think it's sorely lacking. But also I've played 700 hours, so I'm not really the person to talk to about variety in this game.
Tough guy over here.
Yeah, you know. 755, but who's counting?
You.
0.6.
You. I don't even like Wildwood Tome here, though, honestly.
No,
I think we just skip this.
Skip.
Yeah.
Unnamed Tome also nerfed to 1 energy.
Not a deal breaker exactly for me, but with the foregone powers we have in the deck, it's a little less tempting. Like, all permafrost cards in general are less tempting in that situation.
Unnamed Tome before was just like, oh, I don't have discard. I should always take this because it's free.
Yeah.
I think this is a skip.
Yeah, the only thing that helps is against his armor, and I think this deck right now crushes living armor, so I'm not worried.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Time to see if we're going to be disappointed.
Hey.
Oh.
You keep it forever.
Yeah, just never give it back, please. You will not disappoint me. Sorry, buddy, you already have. I feel bad for that guy. He tries so hard and then he just gives us garbage.
I don't know. It's obviously a limited sample size, but I feel like that event is weighted toward that upgrade path.
Yeah, maybe.
I feel like it might be like a 50, 25, 25 situation.
Maybe like 40, 30, 30.
I don't know.
So I'm paused here because the duplicate's over here, and we probably want to go see that.
Yeah, I think that's more important than the removal. We'll have plenty of money because we're not really doing much with upgrades.
We can.
I would rather get the duplicated sap.
Yeah, I think that specifically this duplicated sap, the second one, is really important for Arcus.
So split anvil's pretty cool here, huh?
Yeah, it's fine.
It's gonna be better once we get that
cycle of
life back. But even then, with the hammers is good too.
Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah.
Forgotten Name is just a bad relic.
It's not terrible. I mean, like in theory, it like each turn it's increasing the spell power of the restores because we should be playing like 3 spells every turn.
Yeah, but
That's not much. That's not a big deal.
it's another. There's a lot of interesting ones. We talked about this last week with Snecko Eye versus Volatile Gauge.
Mm-hmm.
Got some pretty interesting takes in the comments that I enjoyed reading through. I read a lot of interesting.
So did I.
Mm-hmm. But this is a free trial for sure. We have the rules of containment now.
Oh yeah.
But also, I want to say they were like actually interesting. That's not me being like, oh, you had a
No, I was not being
interesting
sarcastic.
take.
I was not being sarcastic either.
I just have to make sure it's clear because of the way that I sound. But another one is the relic we just saw, the Foregone. What is it called? Forgotten Name?
Forgotten name.
A forgotten name.
Forgotten name.
The forgotten name. Whatever. I'm gonna play Sentient. We can just play top.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah. But it's interesting because in Slay the Spire, there's of course Shuriken Kunai, right?
Yeah.
And in this game, there's Forgotten Name, but the big difference and the reason that Forgotten Name is terrible and Shuriken Kunai are game-changing is...
Depends on the build you're playing, but yes.
I mean, they enable entire builds where Forgotten Name is just like... Forgotten Name, more like forgotten that it was in the game.
Yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate because... spell power is hard to get a huge advantage out of, I guess.
That's one thing.
Especially one spell power at a time. Like strength and... Well, first off, the strength and dex, you can trigger it multiple... Or can you only trigger it once per turn? Can you, like...
No, you can do those multiple times in a
Yeah, you can, like, play 9 kunais and get +3.
Yes.
Correct. Is the first thing. Is the first deal.
Mm-hmm.
But the second part of that is that there's very often, like... synergies with that, like let's say limit break.
Yeah.
With like that can be like your strategy. You can go shuriken into limit break into what's it called? The 0 cost attack that adds a copy to your discard pile. Anger,
yeah.
Yeah. You can like do that, and that can be a deck basically.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing like that with a Forgotten.
The other thing that I think may be even more important is Slay the Spire's combats, with the exception of one combat in the game, they are all as long as you want them to be, or as long as you need them to be. Where Monster Train has a hard limit.
Yeah, that's true. You can't really. I mean, like the boss is coming.
Mm-hmm.
You can't really stall like a defensive deck forever.
No matter what you do, the best that you can get in any combat with Forgotten Name is 11 magic power.
Yeah.
That's the biggest problem with it. If everything goes perfectly for you, it gives you 11 magic power, which is just not enough.
I mean, it depends on what you're doing. If you have like, you know, a lot of spell weakness and then Ice Storm as your finisher, it's pretty cool.
Maybe.
What are you thinking about here?
Pyrogro's okay, but it's not my favorite. I don't like Pyrogro when you don't have ways to increase your next turn draw, like root seeds.
Yeah, but if we take Pyogro, we're like 100% taking the card draw relic on the next one.
I gotta give it to you, Cranberry, straight. We're taking card draw on the next one 100% either way.
Okay, well, you know what? I think because of that, we should take Pyogro.
You think so? Do you think we should take energy from the next one?
No. But I think like we don't want to take energy because we have Pyogro here.
Yeah, but I really don't like the draw -2 and
it's just one turn.
It's a big deal.
It's not that big of a deal.
If you like, it's hurting your first time through the deck a lot.
It's just one turn.
Yeah.
It's one energy forever.
The other thing is, we do have the split anvil, which is going to start making our entire hands free.
Oh, you are actually correct. I forgot about the anvil. Never mind. Fuck it. Get it out of here.
One of the things that's worth thinking about when we talk about something like this is like, if we go to, let's take a quick look at the map here. We have at least one. We're probably going to. Oh, are we only going to one more magic shop?
Where's the last duplicate? Because we probably
It's with the steel shop.
it's with the steel shop. We're probably gonna go to that one. So yeah, we only have really one more magic shop then.
Which means that we're gonna have. All right, you know what? Actually, we should take Pyro because we're gonna have.
Oh, okay, but what about this though? We have the razor sharp edges.
Mhm.
How do you feel about adaptive mutation on the sentient?
Ooh, that sounds really good.
Okay, take the Pyro. Let's go.
All right. Glacial Seal is buffed. 1 energy and
Wow.
it enchants to do 2.
A slab in the face to the Monster Train Mega Crit devs.
I mean, do you see this card? What do you think the pick rate of Glacial Seal is?
I think there's someone out there who loves Glacial Seal still.
I think we don't want to take any of these.
Yeah, I'm down to skip here.
Okay, I agree.
I'm down to skip.
Our
I
deck-
mean, oh, you go.
Our deck is mostly done. All we need to do now is remove cards in my mind.
And reduce costs as well, obviously.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. What I was gonna say before, so one thing that always fascinates me is what cards people think were good when they first started playing and like won't let go of.
Mm-hmm.
I think like an easy trap to fall into is something like Steel Enhancer. It's like a free card, like a lot of zero cost cards. This always happens with, but like a card being free, it's like always good because you can always play it whenever you draw it. But like, you know, opportunity costs and stuff like that is always something to take into account. Where was I going with this?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Shit.
I have the opposite problem of, you may remember I spent 300 hours hating Husk Hermit because he lost me my first run.
Yeah. I guess there's that reverse issue too.
I
I remember now. I remember where I was going. I bet there's actually a decent amount of people who, in the early, especially when the game first came out with Glacial Seal, they probably played it in early Covenants and liked it, and then like kept like despite losing with it, they remember them doing well with it in the early Covenants and keep playing it in like Covenant 25.
Right.
That's where I was going with that.
My memory of early Covenants is wiped.
Yeah, me too at this point. How do you feel about? I can see you want that removal.
Yeah,
right?
and we have 500 gold to go to a trinket shop with.
That is true, but we do want. I mean, we don't need it again, but we do want Endless on that shark. But it's not super important.
I think that because we have 28 cards, I want to go get some cards thrown out of this deck real quick.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
I want to get this deck down to like 24 cards or 23 cards ideally.
I mean, that'll be very easy to do here.
Yes. So I think the foregone powers that don't have consume on them should go first.
I agree.
Do that. And we can go take a little look at the trinket shop.
I mean, if we take Lightstone Casing, we can not. We can skip the. We have one more spell shop, right? We have floor 7 to get the spell shop at.
Yeah.
We could ignore the duplicate on floor 8, go Lightstone Casing, and then just make our saps we have really good. I don't know how. I don't know what we would do. Maybe.
I mean, it'd be like remove consume maybe, but
we could do like
If we want.
Well, I would say, and this might sound crazy. We could do like remove consume, right?
Okay.
And then we could find like holdover on our hammer.
Okay.
And then because like it's a 3-cost spell with holdover and split anvil, all of our spells are free every turn.
That is not a bad idea. But we don't need light casing for that.
Yeah. I mean we need light casing for the remove consume part of that.
But like, yeah, I don't think we need it.
Yeah, we don't. It's excessive.
Yeah. If remove consume would be okay. Again, Chase Seraph. It doesn't matter. The regen we're going to get is going to get chunked off.
I think the money that we would spend on casing is better spent on removing cards.
I agree. We should roll this first.
Yeah, we should roll to see what we get.
I think that guild marker. Yeah, let me grab a calculator real quick.
It depends on if we take the floor 7 trial. If we do, I think it'll be worth it. If not, won't be.
I want to see how much money you save by taking this? How many
We
cards?
need to spend like 1,000 gold, right? Because if we spend 1,000 gold, or maybe 800. I don't know. Math is tough. We need to spend either 800 or 1,000 gold to make guild marker worth it.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe 750. I don't know.
I think it is around 1,000 gold. What I wanted to see is I wanted to see how many cards you would have to remove to get value off of guild marker, and the answer is like 10.
Oh my god, that's what you're okay.
So
yeah, that'd be.
It's like, so the first purge goes from 60 to 50, the second one goes from 90 to 70, the third one goes from 120 to 100, and then the fourth one is like maybe it's 150. I'm not sure, but it's a lot. Like guild marker is not. I don't think guild marker is a relic that you buy ever. I'm pretty sure it's really good.
I don't know about never ever.
When would you buy this? Would you buy this on floor 4? I feel like your time, because that's the earliest you can see a trinket shop is after the wax floor. So you can see a trinket shop as early as
I would say on floor 4 if you had like a crazy paraffin thug deck, you could maybe do that if you're making like a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
Then guild marker is worthwhile, but outside of that, you probably want to not buy it. How do you feel about Pyre Wall to preserve our Pyre HP to get a higher score?
We already ruined our score by taking 3 damage, so it's due.
I mean, it's the score will still be good.
Yeah, but like we're not doing score warrior stuff. You got to play bottom floor every combat to get high scores.
Well, someone had played bottom floor in the first combat, maybe we'd be there.
All right. I think we should remove the train stewards and the foregone power that is not consumed right now. 3 removals here.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Let us begin the removing. The foregone power.
What was the Logan Paul movie with the
Happening.
Standardized testing? No, not The Happening. Wait, is that The Happening?
I think it's called The Happening. Something
I thought
like
The
that.
Happening was the Mark Wahlberg one where the plants killed everyone.
Let me just look it up real quick. I watched a long video about this. It's not Airplane. Oh, it's The Thinning.
The Thinning.
And the guy who made a video about it kept calling it The Thinning.
I know they made a sequel. Are they making the trilogy?
I don't think the sequel came out.
It came out. I'm positive the sequel came out.
It came out?
Yeah.
I thought
100%.
I thought that it got canned because Logan Paul got himself canceled doing the Suicide Forest move.
I'm fairly certain it released. It might not have him in it. I don't remember.
Ah.
Maybe that's what happened, but like the movie came out.
That's terrible news. I'm very sorry to hear that movie came out.
I mean,
did you watch it?
No.
Oh, okay.
Well, you're not playing Sap? What the hell?
Nah, why bother? We can get more damage on Arcus by playing Restore there.
Okay, you know what? That's a big brain play.
It doesn't make a big difference, really. We don't even need to play Cycle of Life here.
Oh, trying to get that Pyre HP up.
Yeah, and then we play Foregone Power, and that just gets discarded. Also, didn't even play the Wildwood Custodian. What is this guy doing?
This is a mess.
I'm just throwing like crazy. Unbelievable.
In all actuality, watch out for looming shards. That could actually screw us up quite a bit.
Yeah, that's what I'm keeping an eye out for. What Logan Paul's doing right now. You ever think about that?
Probably swimming in a pool of money.
Every now and then I'm just like, man, I wonder what random celebrity is up to right now.
Oh.
I'm just gonna do nothing on this turn, I guess.
You could play your other 2 spells and then play the Sharp Edge on the 3rd floor.
But then we lose the Pyre HP.
What a shame.
Alright. Might be good to incant spells so that they cost more. Huh. 2 cost spells and then we can manipulate them into playing with Split In.
Wow, that's interesting. I did not think about that.
Too much thinking. I don't want to do that.
That's pretty cool, though. Oh, to answer your question, though, no, I don't really think about what celebrities are doing.
Every now and then I'll just be like, yeah, I wonder what, like, Ben Stiller is doing right now.
Why Ben Stiller?
I don't know. Why any celebrity? Why does my brain randomly
Yeah,
go?
I would think about a celebrity that I mean, like, do you like Ben Stiller?
I have no current opinion on Ben Stiller.
What's your favorite Ben Stiller movie?
Meet the Fockers.
Okay.
It's also the only one I've seen.
You haven't seen Night at the Museum?
Oh, like maybe a really long time ago?
What about Zoolander?
Absolutely not. Remember we had a discussion in your chat where I keep mixing it up with Zootopia.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Happens to me on a daily basis. Hey, have you seen Zoolander? Is that the one with the rabbit?
No, that's Space Jam.
I really like the idea that I'm so bad with movies that I think Bugs Bunny is the rabbit. Oh, that's good. We super kill this guy.
He's very dead.
Yeah, we don't need a really high number of regen. Like sometimes in a build like this, you go, "Oh man, I need to have a lot of regen."
33 is a pretty high number, especially when it's doubled by the mushroom.
Yeah, so 33 is a number that's like it's enough, but it would maybe fall short against a Seraph. But with our Animus doing 300 per round, 33 would be enough without the mushroom.
Mm-hmm.
All I'm saying is we're looking pretty strong here. This is our time to editorialize. I don't have to talk about Monster Train. The runs play themselves. I don't want to take anything here, do you?
I mean, Spreading Spore does say regen and spikes on it. But
yeah.
at this point, it doesn't do much. We kind of...
It dilutes our deck a lot.
Yeah, and we also need to upgrade it, and we only have like one magic shop left probably. Maybe two, but really only just one.
Yes.
So we don't have time to upgrade it enough to make it worthwhile.
I agree. I think this should be skipped.
I agree.
Okay, I agree with you. We're taking double draw because we took Pyrogrow.
But what? Okay, hear me out. What about a size increase?
Okay.
Just the flex, because this run's already won.
Size increase, and then we find Endless, and we put the Shark in front of the other two. Then we actually pivot to Frostbite.
Okay, well, you didn't have to make fun of me.
Sorry. We need to go to the magic shop.
Yeah.
Wow. Wing Clippings is really good here.
Yeah, that's pretty solid get.
Yeah.
Pretty decent shot of us like hitting multiple uses of our cards that the name is I forget. We might want to consider removing our foregone powers now though, because they may not go away now.
Ah, that's a good point. Very worthy note. I'm gonna go ahead and give a Razor Sharp Edge of -1 here.
Mm-hmm.
I wanna maybe think about permafrosting Pyrogrow. I don't think we need to. Oh man, Pyrogrow's gonna not go away. Wait a minute, this looks horrible.
You want to remove Pyrogrow?
Nah, it's fine. Like we can just give it permafrost and then it's not even a problem, I guess. But ultimately we have 7 draw and we have 23 cards. Even if none of our cards consume, we still draw through this deck in 3 turns.
Yeah, you're right.
I am going to re-roll.
Okay.
Man, I really would just like to get a +10.
No.
Yeah. I think we should just -1 Razor Sharp Edge. I don't think we want to hold it over.
Well, if we hold over something, I want to hold over Cycle of Life.
Yeah, I agree. Oh yeah, that's really good.
Yeah, it's a 2-cost card, so all of our 1-cost spells are free now.
And it just makes our Sentient never get sniped. It's like healing her for 10 every turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really good. You're right.
Yeah,
Great
I know
idea.
I'm right.
Yeah, great idea. Genius.
You want to put this on like one of the restores?
It's not bad. It does lower the number of single target nukes in the deck though, which is kind of bad to do, I think. If we had any other source of healing in this deck, I would say yeah. But since it's
you want to just slap it on a Crypt Builder then? Like,
yeah.
We play the Crypt Builders anyway because we have the Anvil and
I think
it's
this is good.
attuned, so it's like hooray.
And bristling.
That seems not good here.
Yeah, I wish it didn't just like give you 70 health going into this floor.
Do you think the Sentient is like the worst one to multi-class with? I feel like the abilities don't work well with each other like at all. The only one maybe is the old version of Cultivating.
Yeah.
I've had runs where it's like, okay, I took Bristle 2
Mm-hmm.
and I have decided that I am not really using my Sentient for anything at all for whatever reason. Maybe I got like Sketches and I have a good Sketches floor set up, right?
Right.
And it's like the Sentient does nothing. I guess I'd take Cultivating and just put the Sentient bottom floor to draw me extra cards.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's kind of the only time you multi with the sentient.
And actually, I don't think the sentient is the worst because if you played Spikes 2 or Spikes 1 Cultivating 2, you had the same health as Spikes 3. But if you were using your sentient only to clear backline, then you could do that. I think the worst one to multi-class with is Rector.
Yeah, that's pretty trash, huh? That's terrible. Never mind. Yeah, you're right. Actually, never mind. That's number 1 worst.
The Sentient is pretty bad. Little Fade is really bad to multi-class with.
Yeah.
Like, you can't really multi-class Little Fade very much. Prince is good. Tethys is good. Anumbra's okay. Oh, the Collector.
Damn. What a shame.
Yeah. We just play these in case they preserve now.
Yep.
Also, their Queen is
not
okay.
not against Seraph, but in this combat.
In this combat we do. And we just do this, yeah.
Yeah. Pretty
We
sweet.
are looking like, man, we're really fighting a bunch of sweeps here. Wildwood Custodian just can't be played.
Do you want to sack him or do you want to?
Nah,
you want to keep him? You want to keep him? Okay.
No, we should have sacked him. You're right. That's a mistake.
What we should have done was taken Pyre Walls. My score voixed.
Fun fact: if we let Cycle of Life heal
Yeah,
us,
I know. We don't. We net 0, so the game doesn't take points away, which is bullshit.
My score. We'll make sure to get the score back. Don't worry, Cranberry. I'll make sure we don't leave here with less than a perfect score.
Do you want to not play the cycle here to get that health back now?
Yeah, sure. We can do that.
It doesn't really matter, I suppose.
But the score, though.
Oh, the score matters. Don't get me wrong about that. That matters still.
We got a min-max. Also, we have 41 regen on our Sentient here.
The Ember Drain. Shit, I was gonna say we should Crypt Builder the guys, but we can't.
Unfortunately, we are not allowed to. Oh no, the Wildwood Custodian. What if we take damage here?
I'll be pretty upset.
I guess we Cycle of Life. I'm sure that we won't take damage. Yeah,
We're actually. Oh my god, they actually did kill him.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Our Animus does like 180 damage over here.
She's doing work.
She's very strong. Look at our Sentient with 140 health over here.
Could be freaking 800 if we take in Cultivating.
That's true.
That's a really cool line.
It is. I've talked about this in the Discord, I think, when Dusk was making the mod. I remember talking about this a lot, but I really think that one thing that this game is missing is more options for progress outside of the combat. Things like Bounty Stalker and Overgorger.
Yeah.
I feel like each clan should have
I've heard that referred to as
meta.
Meta progression. Not even that, but like
that's what I always call it, is like meta progress.
Yeah, that's really, those things are always very fun. I'm pretty sure at this point I mentioned it 3 or 4 times during our co-op series. It always reminds me of the quest abilities in Heroes of the Storm.
Right.
Like having your abilities have little mini quests you have to accomplish with them is always fun.
Urchin's Fine's worth noting. Spell weakness 3 and sap 2 to all enemies for 1 energy.
Not terrible.
Yeah, there's a.
It does cost 1 now though. Didn't it cost 0 before?
Correct.
Okay.
Energy Siphon also has something similar happening with it. Go right here, take 2 removals. Elvent.
Seems good. Seems good.
I agree. Multi-strike, perfect for the shark.
I mean, you joke, but we could put it on our Custodian instead.
I think we're gonna remove the Custodian because I just noticed that this Seraph also has sweep.
Well, that's true, huh?
Sap Tap's really good here.
Yeah, and Cuddlebeard's not the worst either.
Yeah, it's okay. It's just not going to do much if we don't see the Endless. Let's take a look. I think that we can buy Cuddlebeard and Endless and Sap Tap, and I think we're best off just taking the Sap Tap.
You are correct. We have to reroll the shop too.
I think we should take the plus 25 on the Shark.
Yes. And the multi-strike on the Shark.
And the multi-strike. Oh, I misclicked. Large Stone's fine.
Oh, Large Stone. Yeah, Large Stone's good on the Shark. Sure.
That's good enough. And I think we just buy Sap Tap and be done with it.
Yeah.
We can re-roll the shop to see what we missed. Petrified Crucible and Gnarled Root? Man.
I don't like Gnarled Root.
I think we need to toss Wildwood Custodian. I didn't realize that it was Chase Seraph who has sweep. Because my brain.
Yeah, we can ditch it.
Goodbye, my friend. And
one of the foregone powers because they come back.
I was thinking one of the Crypt Builders because it always comes back where these are 50/50s.
Oh, that's a good point. But the Crypt Builders make all of our other cards free.
Yeah, but we don't want to. We're gonna have Ember Drain, so we can't always play these for 3.
Oh, that's a good point too.
Something that we have.
Yeah, get him out of here.
Get out of here, nerd. And we duplicate Sap.
What if we duplicated? I was trying to think of something funny. Fire Grow.
Deadweight.
Deadweight.
Titan Shark.
I mean, Titan Shark's not a terrible choice either, for the record.
I've been calling him a bunch of different weird names lately. Titan Shark, Sentry Shark. I don't know why.
Man.
Cold. I called him Cold Shark for a little while.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know why. Something's come over me.
Well, he's got Frostbite as a mechanic.
He is kind cold.
Yeah. How can one man be so cold yet so hot?
What's cooler than being cool?
Hot shark.
All right.
Okay, let's
get
this over with.
Yeah, let's get Seraph off our train.
Pretty interesting how how Seraph comes in and stops the containment from killing these guys.
I think what we want to do here actually is play Shark mid-floor and then Glimmer this while we have the opportunity.
Seems fine.
And I also think it's not a bad idea to play the 5 Restore Sap just in case it holds over. Or Wing Clippings, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. I gotcha.
It's a good Crypt Builder. This would be a good card to have saved. Oh, excellent. No, excellent.
Oh, that's optimal.
Yeah. There's a bit of an anti-synergy between Sap Tap and Wing Clippings here, but, you know, I think we'll just have to live with it. Dude, this is going really well.
I mean, I would have given us 99% odds of winning this like 20 minutes ago, so I'm not surprised.
Yeah, but it's nice to build the suspense. Oh man, are we gonna win? Oh, we only drew 5 cards here. You know? Look at that.
I think we're gonna win.
Oh. Yeah, me too. There's always a possibility that like my power goes out right now and then this run is a loss to the ether.
Doesn't like it save the run though? We'd resume right here.
I think the file might get corrupted from Streamlabs though if that happened.
Oh, okay.
Not 100% certain to be fair. Look, I'm just trying to figure out hypotheticals where Seraph isn't put in the dirt here. That's all.
Okay.
I'm trying to give Seraph some hope. There is none.
Have you considered giving this sap to the shark?
Ah, what about giving the sap to Seraph?
Oh.
Man, how terrible is 10 regen on Seraph? Like, from a value perspective for Seraph, that's really bad.
Seraph, the text on it is just that it removes buffs from enemies, aka us, and nerfs from allies, right?
It says Seraph will remove half of any buff and debuff effect stacks, which is actually...
So if you buff Seraph removes its own buff every turn, right?
So with the way that this is worded, the answer should be yes. However, Seraph doesn't take debuffs off of your units, so I don't think it would work that way.
Probably. Do you want to test it out though on the 5 sap or the 5 regen sap when we see it?
I don't know. You really want to flex on Seraph so hard that we regen Seraph?
It's not a big deal.
Do you think Seraph is going to be able to go home and face his wife and kids after this if we do that to him?
Yeah.
Okay, sure. Also, we can't because Seraph doesn't do any more chase things at this point.
Ah, god damn it.
Yeah. Seraph's wife and kids are gonna not have to see him like this, it looks like. Dude, all of those preserved? Did you see that? We just won 3 coin flips.
Oh my god, we gotta buy a lottery ticket.
Yeah. That's 1 in 8. That's like lottery level, right? Oh my god, 1 in 16? Alright, we lost.
Can't win them all.
This is an insane amount of regen that we're gonna have here.
I mean, it's effectively 100. It's effectively more than 100.
It's 100, but it drains twice as fast. But still, it's a lot.
Don't be a party pooper, boys. Come on.
Alright, sorry for hitting you with facts and logic.
Benjamin, please.
We have one more Wildwood Sap.
We can hit it.
This is fun.
We had 69 sap. What are you doing?
Oh man.
God damn it.
Rowan. This is not the most regen I've ever had.
I'm sure I've had runs get into like the hundreds.
I got to 98 once with spreading scores. Oh, we died to the spikes. That's tough. Of all of the things to die to there.
Unfortunate.
It's like getting sniped by an imp.
He was taking a lot of spikes. We had given Sentient how much there, like 20, 30 spikes?
Yeah,
26. And that's 75 damage per round of attacking.
Yeah.
So like I don't blame him.
What a nice run. Once again, Dusk. Wow, look at that score.
Whoa, 40,000 on the dot. Good thing we took that damage.
Yeah, 3 damage in the entire run. How about it? That was almost a perfect run. All trials, only 3 damage taken. But once again, we're playing the mod. Oh boy, we get to do something new and exciting, and then we just play Razor Sharp Edge Wildwood Sap.
I mean, there was some new stuff.
Yeah, it's like I'm mostly kid, but I feel like I personally don't push the boundaries of this mod very much, and instead I just go, hey, I'm gonna play Wildwood Sap again.
Yeah, I mean, it was given to us, is the thing.
What could we do? Our hands were tied. There was nowhere we could have gone with this one. This would have actually been a really good run to play the Spikes build if it wasn't Chase Seraph. I just don't think that the Spikes build can win into Chase Seraph.
Yeah, it's rough.
Yeah.
I mean, it was rough before the mod, I imagine.
Yeah, it's
still pretty rough.
It's rough into everyone before the mod, and now it's just rough into Chase Seraph. I guess the card that we got to highlight here as being cool and interesting and new is Cycle of Life with 2 energy at holdover.
Arguably a nerf considering we got Split Anvil.
Yeah.
But effectively the same.
Yeah.
Because all of our other cards were 0 and 1 cost.
Yeah. Alright, that's it. That's the end of the episode.
Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the video and all of the other videos you watch on anyone's videos all across the site. Comment on everyone's videos.
That's a lot of comments. Spam every video. Post a hyperlink to a dubious website with a timestamp.
Okay.
And then if you do that, I will remove your comment, and then I will say out loud, God, YouTube, what the heck?
Do you still get didn't you used to get like porn links on some here? Is that still happening?
Oh,
yeah, okay, I was gonna say, oh man.
Like 2 per day.
Really?
Yeah, YouTube catches...
on your most recent uploads, or just are you getting them on like older uploads?
It's on the most recent uploads. I think they scan the uploads. It's like YouTube gets about 90% of them, but every now and then there'll be one that's like they'll have none of the words are good enough to get caught in the YouTube filter, and it's like now I gotta click this link. I mean, now
Soxy nuns here.
Yeah. And YouTube's like, ooh, these nuns are wearing socks? That sounds cool to me. But, yeah, also you should go click the link in the description if you haven't already and say hello to Cranberry. Tell him how much you liked the video and how that you like Danny Brown.
Yeah, if you like Danny Brown, you definitely got to come and tell me.
Yeah.
Tell me your favorite song. Mine is probably When It Rains. That's the name of it. What's your favorite?
Imagine by John Lennon.
End the video. Get me out.
All right. Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you next week. Goodbye.